off the bat, Dr. Grissle, I must tell you how lifelike, how realistic this robot is.
Well, Joe, actually, yeah, much more from a distance, of course. But, of course, you can see that the closer you get, the more imperfections you see. But essentially, you could tell it certainly isn't human.
Well, tell us exactly, precisely, Dr. Grissle, what the Lizatron is or does.
Well, essentially, Joe, with the help of our handy remote control unit here, the Lizatron can essentially do everything that the real Liza can do, and some things that the real Liza can't do or won't do. In fact, all of our robots, Joe, are programmed with exactly the same traits and characteristics of the superstar that they are impersonating.
The Lizatron, therefore, Dr. Grissle, you're implying, can talk exactly like the real Liza.
Exactly, Joe. All of our robots are programmed with exactly the same vocabulary that the real superstar has. And in the case of our Lizatron here, it was a pretty easy task because the real Liza essentially only has about 17 words in her entire vocabulary, which she keeps repeating over and over and over again. For example, like...
Thank you, thank you. Darlings, darlings. It's truly terrific. Marvelously marvy. Show business is my life. This one's for Mama.
And that's about it, Joe.
Is there anything, Doctor, that your Lizatron robot can do, let's say, that the real Liza cannot do?
Oh, Joe, the possibilities are endless. For example, our Lizatron here can sing all of the Japanese variations on over 144 original Gregorian chants.
Wow.
For example, like...
Suzuki ga de ta, suki ga ndata, ayoyoy.
And our Lizatron can also recite verbatim the entire vaudeville act of the late Professor Backwards. For example...
Mississippi, that's M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Backwards, that's I-P-P-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-M. Pronounced ip-is-ism.
And, of course, our Lizatron comes fully equipped with a total array of celebrity impersonations. Well, for example, here's looking at you, kid. You dirty rat. Yeah, all right, you guys. Yeah. You look marvelous. And that's just a handful of some of the impersonations that the Lizatron can do. But you know, Joe,
yes,
more importantly than the things that the Lizatron can do that the real Liza can't do are the things that our Lizatron robot can do that the real Liza wouldn't do. For example, our Lizatron can scrub your bathroom and clean up your living room and, take out the garbage, things that the real Liza, I doubt, would ever do for you no matter how well you knew her.
I think the biggest test of all would be, ready for this now?
Yeah.
Has the real Liza ever seen her robot counterpart in action, Doctor?
Oh, yes, Joe. In fact, last summer in Atlantic City, the Lizatron robot here filled in for the real Liza in a concert that she was unable to attend, and it was remarkable. Nobody knew the difference. In fact, Peter Allen spent 2 hours in the dressing room trying to make up with our Lizatron. He kept saying, I know this time we could make it work. It was really funny.
Well, before we say goodbye, Doctor, maybe your Lizatron could demonstrate for us what the real Liza does best, and that is sing.
Yes, Joe. As you can see, our Lizatron robot comes equipped with her very own professional microphone, just like the real Liza does. And she's been programmed with a full collection of all of the hit songs of the real Liza. We have New York, New York. That's followed by New York, New York. And that's followed by a medley of New York and New York. So complete with what we've programmed into her and your very own little Liza background music audio cassette, you're all set to have an evening of the wonder of Liza right in your very own living room.
Dr. Grissle, before she sings, is there anything that the Lizatron alongside me here cannot do?
Well, yes, Joe. The one thing we've had trouble getting it to do is dance. No matter what we do, we put it up there, it just looks clunky. But we think that it's got some basic flaw in the basic mechanism, but we're going to work out the kinks. Anyway, Joe, without any further ado,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take the opportunity right now to present the one, the only Lizatron.
Start spreading. Start spreading. Start spreading.
Hold it, Joe. There's something wrong
Stop
here.
spreading.
Let me just see.
Stop
I neglected
spreading.
to tell you, Joe, we've had a little problem
Stop
with this
spreading.
model here. It
This
just seems
one's
to
for
keep
Mama.
breaking down all the time.
Stop
And every 6
spreading.
months ago, it's got to go back to the
Stop
shop.
spreading.
Wow.
Maybe we could finish this song
I
on
just,
some other
I just want to
program.
say, I just want to say thank you very much to
I promise
Dr.
you, next time I'm going to bring my Hildegardtron robot, and she can do
I
Darling
wanna
Je
say-
Resemble too, all right?
You promise? I want to say thank you
this
very
is
much
too
to
much.
Dr.
I'm so sorry.
Hyman
I can't
Grissle and
understand.
Lizatron, and I'll be right back, my friends.